they have decided to not make a Deadpool 3. Joseph, tell us why they're not making a Deadpool 3 anymore.
The fans named it Deadpool 3. This is the third installment of the Deadpool movie. At Comic-Con, the director, Sean Levy, basically came out and said, this is not Deadpool 3. There's a reason we're calling it Deadpool and Wolverine. And so we're going to look at the explanation he had around that. We're also going to take a look at what are considered the 9 most popular Deadpool Wolverine comics. We're going to look at a rough synopsis of these, and we're going to see if it's possible that they're pulling any inspiration from the comics for this next movie. Director Sean Levy says Deadpool and Wolverine movie is not Deadpool 3. This is a two-hander character adventure. All right.
Okay. Interesting choice of words here.
That's interesting because I feel like we've said this on the podcast or on a video before where we said, it's going to be a Deadpool movie and Wolverine will be in it for all of 10 minutes. But it doesn't seem like that anymore.
No, and that's a part of the speculation. I think they're going to be a little bit more heavy-handed with Wolverine in this film. And if they are not, obviously they're going to be disappointed, right?
Mm-hmm.
The film
if they're calling it Deadpool and Wolverine, we need to be seeing both of it. If he's saying it's a double-hander, then we need to be seeing both of them.
Right. As crafting Deadpool and Wolverine's story, this is the director speaking, I just felt privileged every day because we're talking about two massive movie stars in their most iconic roles. It's the third Deadpool movie, but it's not Deadpool 3. It's a different thing that's very much Deadpool and Wolverine, and it's not trying to copycat anything from the first two movies. They are awesome. But this is a two-hander character adventure.
Okay.
Levy teased that the film is going to be gnarly and it's going to be funny. Of course, it's kind of what we expect. And ultimately want to build a great time at the theater for audiences. As their main goal, the director, writer, and producer said the early screening of the films were extremely, extremely promising.
That's good.
As far as the comedic sense of it, it definitely will be at least this is what I'm predicting, good cop, bad cop. Deadpool's going to be the comic relief to the bad cop, which is Wolverine.
Bad cop, you think? So maybe.
It's almost like bad cop, worst cop.
yeah, worst cop.
Well, maybe that was the wrong analogy.
Bad cop, irreverent cop.
This pretty much puts to sleep the idea that Wolverine's not going to be in it much, that he's more of a star that's making an appearance. It's less that and more so a second character. So that's actually really good news because I think it creates a full-bodied story that's we're gonna really enjoy. Now, I did want to go through some of the most popular comics that features both of them together. Full disclosure, I don't think any of us consider ourselves to be comic fans, right?
No. Which makes this fun and interesting. I've read a couple comics.
Yeah.
I've read two Deadpool comics. So this is Deadpool 1999, issue 27. Deadpool tries to think of a hero who has the skills and endurance to last in a fight with him and decides to fight Wolverine.
Okay.
I don't think this is what it's going to be about.
There's going to be a handful of these as I was preparing that I think it's obviously not going to be about it.
Yeah.
But I do think there's going to be elements pulled from a variety of these, right?
It would be cool to see this exact shot in the movie.
So the next one is Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Oh, yeah. He discovers that he's not as crazy as he thought and embarks on a killing spree to prove it. The whole thing revolves around Deadpool figuring out that he and the entire Marvel Universe are comic book characters. This is actually one of the ones I've read. It's pretty gnarly. He just goes around killing everybody. He's wearing beast skin here, if you couldn't tell.
What?
And I don't remember how he kills Wolverine. Unless they're just pulling dialogue, I don't know that they're going to use much from this comic either.
So I do think that there is an element where, yes, they'll maybe stick with one, but I think they'll pull from other comics that are kind of iconic moments and bring it into it.
Deadpool versus Old Man Logan.
So Logan is after a newly discovered Omega level mutant, just and he just won't let Deadpool help. So naturally, Deadpool vows to outmatch his newly marked enemy for the entry of his mission.
So this
Very
is basically
Deadpool thing to do.
It's basically like in spite of him, right?
Mhm.
This has potential to have an element in the new film, right?
Mhm.
It could very, very easily be Wolverine is on some kind of mission.
Yeah.
They cross paths. Wolverine, they get in a fight, right?
Mhm.
That everyone's excited to see. And then there might be this element of spite to Wolverine that Deadpool kind of follows him around on his mission. You know
Well,
what I mean?
it could be like it clearly from the trailer, Deadpool's on some sort of mission for the TVA.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Wolverine could be on a similar mission.
But the next one, so number 6 that's popular is Uncanny X-Force.
Mhm.
And so this new series features members of the previous X-Force team, which was to have been shut down by X-Men leader Cyclops due to the existence of the team having been previously exposed, and now operates without him knowing. All right. So this is a very much bigger X-Men kind of story that that Deadpool shows up in, basically.
I don't know
Yeah.
X-Force that well, but I do know G-Force. Are they similar?
They're similar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, so this is an interesting one. Wolverine and Deadpool, the decoy.
This one says it's the most cheerful Weapon X reunion since, well, Weapon X turned James Howlett and Wade Wilson into super killers. Add a nice tall robot, and you got yourselves a simple afternoon of slicing and dicing and blowing things up.
I'm gonna be honest, I could not find a strong synopsis of this story. This was the best I could find online.
Wow.
That's funny.
Like multiple websites had this synopsis as the.
So
comment.
what? They're just fighting. They're fighting the Sentinel robots or something.
It must be.
Yeah.
That when you're talking about robots here, that has to be the case. So we have 4 more. This was Deadpool 2013 issues 17 through 18. Captain America and Wolverine get sucked into the mystery of Deadpool's past. And there's actually another one. So I think this list also gave, issue 15, which is very similar to it. And we'll get to that in a second. But number 3, Cable and Deadpool issue 44. All right. So Wolverine wants to take Hydra down. Deadpool wants to keep them alive. Can these old Weapon X pals just agree to disagree?
Like you said, there's hints of all of these. I think are gonna be in the movie,
Yeah.
especially agree to disagree type stuff.
Yes.
That's gonna be a big
Very
thing.
much.
Yeah, so this is the next one, issue 15 of Deadpool in 2013. Deadpool's past in the Weapon X program comes back to haunt him, so he calls on the help of Wolverine plus Captain America. So this, I'm pretty sure Captain America's not going to be in this.
Right.
But there could be a level of this to where, do you think that this film is going to, or even the trailer portrays at all, that they already have a history and we're going into Deadpool and Wolverine with a history there? Or is this going to be kind of like new ground for them? You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be new ground. I don't think the characters know each other. I do like this one and number 4 a lot, where they're kind of going back into Deadpool's past, but I think they're going to bring that in as an element of the metaverse. Multiverse. I keep saying metaverse. Right.
All right, so the number 1 is actually, I believe, what I saw online, is the first technical issue of when Wolverine and Deadpool meet.
Okay.
And it's in Wolverine issue 88.
We looking at right
And
now.
I think this is like 1998 or something like that, right?
Wolverine pays a visit to Kane only to be greeted by Deadpool. Logan gets an unexpected handful as he deals with the barbs and blows of the mouthy Merc. Yeah. It's gonna be definitely sort of a mix, I think, with a lot of elements of this, them meeting, them the banter probably heavily on Wade's side.
And I don't know if it was just that picture that was associated with it, or if it was the synopsis that I couldn't find shaded in shadow. But I'm interested in what this decoy one is about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the robots and what they might pull a lot from the decoy one. That I feel like there's a lot of potential in that specific comic.
Yeah.
You know what I want to see, and I feel like would make me laugh pretty hard, if because the multiverse and especially what's the team, the time, what do they call it? TVA. Since we already know they're going to be in it. I feel like it'd be funny if they mentioned Jonathan Majors stuff going on, and so he's not going to be like, they break the third wall and just talk about it.
It's definitely the fourth wall.
That was all over
They
the
break
place.
one of those walls.
I wouldn't put it past Deadpool to reference that,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
but it's touchy subject, so we'll see.
It do be touchy.
Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. If you have any good clues, or even from the trailer, if you have insights and you're a comic enthusiast, of which comic they might be pulling from for Deadpool and Wolverine. And I guess from here on, the director wants us to stop calling it Deadpool 3. So we have to choose the more mouthful title. Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's better than A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yeah, no, it is better than
The
that.
Hunger Games, A Ballad of Songbirds.
Yes, The Hunger
and
Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Let us know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We'll see you next time.